Second half play begins. If it seems early, it is, because this was the first game. They dropped a puck in the NAPHL showcase. Started at 7:15 Central Time. We are underway with second period. A 2-0 lead for Biggby in the dark blue uniforms. On-demand advantage of Bobcats. A little tic-tac-toe passing. Tape to tape across the rink. They pulled the trigger on a shot, and it's deflected into the netting. Drawing a face-off just to the right of the Biggby goalie. Luke Connolly. It's faced about 13 shots here in the first half by Arizona. Now make it 14 after a save. Make it 15 after that stick save and guiding that into the netting. Full strength, just as I looked at the clock and gave me the indicator to the PA announcer. So both teams at full strength. Successful penalty kill off the face-off. A quick wrister that misses the net. Works it up now to the near side. Biggby as they try to work their way back down. McConaughey had the first goal, a power play goal for Biggby to get things going this morning. He brought it in offside. Was probably beyond that blue line by about 4 or 5 inches, but I applaud his salesmanship to try to keep skating and moving like nothing was wrong with that. Good confidence, McDonald. McGonigal will take this draw, as will number 3 for the Bobcats. Pressure there, Tuttle. They try to pinch in the defender for the Bobcats. Now a good pass out of the zone, skating there. On their way in, the Bobcats look to feed. Pudikoff initially led Bobcats out of their end and into the attack zone. It's lofted high in the air on the deflection. Huey had it momentarily, holding the zone right at the blue line, the Bobcats, but now it's dispensed into the bench by Biggby. Brian Sherry, the head coach for Biggby. Skylar Miller, the assistant. Meanwhile, the head coach for Arizona is Brandon West. Assistant coach is Derek Morse. Arizona wins that draw. Moving in for a shot from one face-off circle to the other. Couldn't quite pull that trigger. Down low now, still giving chase on the attack is the Bobcats. Dropping it back. Bobcats circling behind. Pickpocketed there by Biggby and led that by Parent. Now skating in, a quick wrister, securing the save. Locking it up as Logan Williams. Actually, they now put Joseph Toporowicz back in goal here, number 35 for the Bobcats. Face off just to the right of Toporowicz. Battles in that corner and trying to work their way out. They get it beyond the blue line, but cannot hold and sustain control. And now skating in is Ballo. Ballo on the doorstep, trying to turn fire and get that rebound, as you could see from Tuttle. Tuttle's bracketed in the corner by the Bobcats defense. Burr now tries to usher it out. Unable to do so. That shot from that far point is sent to the far corner. In the corner now, working it up, trying to clear. They'll skate it out. Good stick work there to chip it over the blue line and through the neutral zone, but not able to hold possession. Stepping in front was McCutcheon on that pass, but He's whistled for the offside in that effort. 5 and change to go. 5 minutes, 18 seconds remaining. Joseph Toporowicz back in goal. As I mentioned, for the Bobcats. Good to get him back in there. Down 2-0. Now the Bobcats need to take that play to the next level here. It goes to the corner. Get in there first. That's Cole. Far point. Now they'll work it around. Take it behind now and trying to ring it out to centering pass. Morse now pickpockets for the Bobcats. Takes it behind the net and tries to start out one of his teammates just beyond the blue line. It's prevented by the Biggby crew as they stopped that pass before it got to the blue line. This one they could not hold the zone on, and Skim will drift it back to his defensive partner. Now he'll move it up, send it off the board, and now feed it there to Cole. Cole sends a left-handed shuffle pass in. Bobcats work it back out and this time skate out. This line that's on now is really something that had something going in that first period for the Bobcats. Some good scoring opportunities. Let's see if they can get anything going here to cut into this 2-goal deficit. Long lead pass. They'll wave off icing, and we're south of 4 minutes to go in the second period. Tucker now picks up the loose puck, tries to center off the skate of a Bobcat player. High slot shot. Save is made. Good job. A lot of traffic around. And Toporowicz that time had to stay focused with sticks and bodies all around as that wrister came in from just inside the blue line. .350 remaining, second period. Both of the goals for Biggby came in that first period. Power play goal and even strength goal. McDonald loses his edge in the corner, so Kim takes advantage of that. Skates out with the puck with little, if any, resistance. Bobcat behind the play, trying to work it, but I'll tell you, Biggby, if it's not been one and done, it's none and done, as they've been playing some good D. This is deflected, flashing a little louder there, hashtag FTL. It's Toporowicz with a subtle glove catch on a deflection from just inside the blue line. Faceoff will come just to the left of JT. Joseph to Toporowicz. So it's back behind Toporowicz out of Maricopa, Arizona. Full head of steam, moving it up. It's Kieran. He's met by another 24 at center ice. Broken stick, perhaps, but now it's coming back the other way, the Bobcats, and the Bobcats are trying to close this gap. Down 2-0, and on the transition, here will come Biggby. Into the corner, Cifaldi had it. Floated off of his stick. Holding the zone at the far point now is Biggby, and Biggby Coffee continues. Yeah, deflects center ice and now carried in back the other way for Kohler and Arizona. Again, they get in and not able to sustain. Defensively trying to hustle back. Good play by Poperak, and even a better play by Evers, because Evers keeps that puck alive in the defensive zone of the Bobcats. Tuttle circles to the corner, gets it back to Evers. Evers looking out front. Tuttle gets it back down low. Gordon now in possession, headman pass. And just those little things, that pass just a bit behind and hit the skate and then the stick, and it doesn't allow the Bobcats to come in clean. 90 seconds left now in this second period. Still a 2-0 lead for Biggby. The last goal scored by Biggby was at 14:21 of that first period, and that was by Chase Potter. the assist to Noah Cole. The first goal was Aiden McConaughey, and the assist went to Noah Parent. McCutcheon starts it up, floats it high from the red line out of the blue line. Glove set down, brought back in.
1 minute remaining.
And now Morris takes it behind his goal there, half wall. Skating in here is Biggby. A wrister off the chest. High in the air and in front, deflects out to the high slot and getting back again. Santos. Back behind is Tucker. Tucker trying to pin it up there with 40 seconds remaining. Gets it free. Tucker sends it opposite side to Van Alstine. He'll weave to the front to the face-off circle, and Omel is there. Omel, loose puck, race to the puck going and left there on the doorstep off the post. Senato trying to get to it, and here's a chance for Nichols. Nichols coming in, a shot save. That's his second breakaway. Follow-up shot at goal. They cut the deficit in half with 12 seconds left. Nichols had a breakaway opportunity late in that first half and now has one late in the second half. His shot, the save was made on, but picking up the loose change and burying it back of the net was McCutcheon. Just seconds ago, it was Biggby who had put one off the post right on the doorstep here just in front of us. And the Bobcats transition, stay cool, calm, and execute. They have cut into this deficit and cut it in half at 2-1 with 2 seconds left, and it looks like they're going to let the clock, no, they stop it with 1.4 seconds left here in the second period. So they always kind of looking for that switch, that momentum switch. Hit the switch, and it looks like, we'll see if that was done here for the Bobcats with a goal. 12 seconds left here in the second period. And the goal by McCutcheon. Face off 1 second, goes to the corner on a deflection, and we are at the end of 2 complete. 2-1 the lead now for Biggby as the Bobcats have closed that gap on a goal by McCutcheon. 12 seconds remaining. Second period will return for the third period in this 15U NAPHL showcase coming your way in just a moment.
Scoreboard number 94, Jackson McCutcheon. He gets assist on the goal from number 49, Ryan Nichols. It's McCutcheon from Nichols.
It's not even the sitcom. Let me take a picture. I need to get it.
You can look at that, but what happens is this is slightly different because we're sending this to the back because the encoding is there.
Back underway here for this third period. Bobcats will be coming to an attack zone near us, just below us, as we are set 2-1 for Biggby. Lofted in, controlling, settling that puck is Balo. I mentioned yesterday was a kind of a tough day for this Biggby team as they got off. Open net and they bury it. Oh my, came way out and that time miscalculated the Arizona Bobcats, and they left the net wide open and burying it back of the net. Number 21 for Biggby. Wow. Unfortunate miscue there. And Potter picks up his second goal. Biggby yesterday took a tough 13-0 loss, but hey, just landing and not having any time to get your legs under you. Playing much better today. Bobcats, meanwhile, got a win yesterday. 3-1 over the Voyagers. Potter from Indell on that goal. Getting the win yesterday was Logan Gibbs, I believe it was, for Arizona. A chance to put up some more, but right now back up to a 2-goal lead. That's huge as we start this third period. 15U NAPHL Showcase. Second goal of the game. Struck there, and the early morning drop the puck game coming down inside that blue line of Rister is really setting a good tempo for the rest of the games taking place throughout the NAHL and the NAPHL here in Blaine, Minnesota. Home of the Schwann's Rink. Blaine, Minnesota, just a little bit north of the Minneapolis area. High yesterday actually hit 88 degrees, and you got to love it in Minnesota. 88 in September. Disrupted at center ice by Balo, and now here comes the Bobcats. Balo there first, anticipating some contact there, but was able to re-get the puck on a backhand and try to work it out. Cycling up top inside the blue line, the Bobcats, as they try to up the amps and the flow of their play. Outlet pass misses there, and we'll have a face-off take place all the way back to the left of Connolly in the Bobcats, or excuse me, in the Biggby end of the ice. The goal by Jackson McCutcheon, that came with 12 seconds left and brought Arizona back to within 1 goal. A 2-1 was assisted by Ryan Nichols, his second assist. And then again, the goal by Chase Potter came a minute in, just kind of a miscue as that involved. Parker Bendel was given the assist on the second goal of the game for Potter. He had a wide open net. Literally. Just under 14 here in the third. Hard collision, elbow up, but they're going to keep playing. Both players go down. Moving in, drop pass, that deflects. Thanks for Savaldi coming back to help out. Savaldi goes back up to that near point into the corner. Now behind the drop pass. No look, nice job by O'Mell to try to work it out. O'Mell comes back out to help, but look at that point that Lister was getting ready to unleash a shot, but it rolled off of his stick. Rister here, that's deflected to the corner as the Bobcats try to mount some more pressure. Outlet pass, deflected back, little give and go as Van Alstine was looking to see if he could get the feed. It's sent deep. He'll get chased and try to pressure behind the net. Bobcats weave behind the net to try to create some spacing and some flow. Skim gets his stick on the rolling puck ahead to Huey. Huey lofts it in, puts it right in that shirt pocket of the Bobcats goalie. And we will have a face-off just to the left. Joseph Toporowicz in goal for these Bobcats. They trail 3-1. First pass goes right onto the stick of the defense in Skim. Skim has some jets. Puts a backhand in deep. Van Alstine is there trying to plug that gap, and now out through the neutral zone and skating in with the puck. The Bobcats dangling back Hammond. Wrist pass, shot, scores. Oh, that was a nice precision. A good setup pass by Hammond. He got it and put it right on the stick of Heise, Vincent Heise, and Heise whistled at 5-hole past Connolly. Good puck movement. And a very nice no-look pass by Hammond. And that may have caught Connolly moving right back to the left. And Heise found a little light between the pads. Back to cutting that deficit in half. Balo has it. for Biggby. Biggby, the 1-goal lead, 3-2 here in the third. Skating in, looking for support. Drops it just at the blue line. Hustling back behind. Potter looking for a hat trick. Has that deflected and come back the other way. Bobcats take this shot. Easily stick save to the near corner. Redirected on the save by Connolly. Cole carries out. He puts it right on the stick. A shot, scores, and able to get that transition. Brandell as Parker Bandel. But I'll tell you, here's a key. Those outlet passes, when they're tape to tape and they're in control, that's when that momentum happens. And when you have to reach back, use a skate, everything has to go perfect. And that outlet pass from Cole to Bandel was tape to tape. That did nothing. It's kind of like throwing a receiver open in football from a quarterback. And they're back to a 2-goal lead. Quickly back. Gibbs will get the assist on that goal by Heiss and Hammond as well. That last goal by Arizona. Cole will certainly get an assist on the goal by Bendel. Good game to watch and see both these teams coming at it. 2-goal lead for Biggby. They have Potter on that. And I swear I saw the pass come from Cole. We'll see if that changes. This is lofted again right into the pouch. Toporich. Joseph Toporich. And getting a look here in the third as Biggby puts up 2 more goals. They put 2 up in the first, none in the second, and then 2 more already here in the third. It's been a goal-scoring spree for both these squads. As big as Arizona scored their first goal with 12 seconds left at the end of the second, and then scored here in this third. Cross ice. Bendel again tries to send that behind the net. Bobcats try to work it out. Put it on the stick and moving it up ice here is Poropat. Poropat trying to come back out front. Kohler, who scored yesterday, held scoreless so far today. Cole takes him to the corner. Circles back, still wedged between the skates. Finally comes loose. Skim deflects it back to the corner. Cole goes over the guard. The Bobcat. Hard check misses in the corner. Potter has it now. Tries to send it up ice. That's deflected by Gordon, and he sends it back to the near point. This shot hits traffic, redirects just in front of Connolly. Takes a 90-degree deflection and goes to the corner. All alone, left on this line change. Keller moving in. A wrister and a save. Kohler that time with a wide open shot. He was at the end of his shift, and those legs are burning. But they left him all alone on the blue line, unable to cash and convert that into a goal, but still pressure coming via the way of the Bobcats. Digging at it in that corner, trying to give and go of the cutter, holding the zone, and not quite enough as it got jammed. Inside, Evers comes back the other way for Biggby. Biggby takes this shot that it goes to the pads, deflects up, and the stave is made by Toporich. Face off to the left of the Bobcats goal. Lofted high in the air, and then this one draws through this center ice. Tuttle waiting for it, but it bounced. Strange Karaman, now it's Skim. He tries to catch up with the puck in front. Now picked up by Biggby on an errant pass off the boards by the Bobcats. Bobcats try to bring it right back in, and they'll send it around the boards. There's a Whistler almost catching it 5-hole on Connolly. Some traffic in front, but Connolly secured it. It's one of those where you're like waiting for that whistle. You think it's there, it feels like it's there, and it was. We're beyond the midway mark of this third period, 8:08 to go. A 2-goal lead for Biggby, looking to get the first goal here of the showcase. And then they have the rest of the day off. Play tomorrow at about 4 o'clock. Big blast here, misses the net altogether, but still, Bobcats trying to cut that off at the half wall. Where Karam in front puts a backhand, way to be awake by Connolly, as that was the strangest of Karam's off the glass. It landed right on the doorstep, and the Bobcats tried to slide a backhand past Connolly. He said, no go, but now back the other way. Biggby tries to counter. They would like an insurance goal. Holding the zone at far point is Perrin. Now back behind. Sonato. Back again. Give and go, a weave at the half wall. That's disrupted by the Bobcats. They get there and send it back into the Biggby end. O'Mell tried to reach for an outlet pass. Unable to get there, but Perrin is there, and he'll carry in. O'Mell coming back to help out, but Connolly got there instead, bringing it in offside. They will take this face-off just outside the blue line as the Bobcats had a couple of players well deep inside on that pass back in just outside the blue line. Thanks for joining us, and Hockey TV and coming your way with this NAPHL 2022 showcase. Blaine, Minnesota, and the Super Rink. Other games happening as well are underway here for 15U. The Walleye are up 4-2 over the Jets. Esmark is up 1-0 over Colorado Springs and the Tigers. Cole sticking with it, but then surrenders the puck to an incoming Bobcat forward, number 3. Pudikov unable to hold the zone. Arizona, and carrying out now. And still with it, Cole. Cole gets by one, but he's clutched up and grabbed by the Bobcat defender, not allowed to get to the open puck. Huey sends it across the way to Ballio. Back to Huey. Huey reciprocates and gets it back to his defensive mate there. Sent deep, some quick changes coming for Biggby, and again, once again, the Bobcats trying to catch him off, but 25 held on just a little bit longer, just enough to get the pass at the blue line and then send it back to the Bobcats forwards coming off the bench, and he headed to the bench for a change. Across the blue line, here's a wrister by Kiroff, and that's sent to the corner. Bobcats there, we'll see with 5 minutes remaining. This wrister goes over the top. We'll see how long they want to wait. Down 2 goals as Nichols turns, fires. Maybe they can get a goal here, trying to pick up the loose change. McCutcheon, who has a goal. Half wall there. That's deflected by Perrin into the corner. Holding the zone. You can tell it's a tired Biggby unit. They need to get some fresh skates out there. And McCutcheon and this line is buzzing right now. They're trying to keep the motion going. There's a wrister, a shot, rebound, loose puck, and the change is sitting out high slot now. Trying to usher it out beyond the blue line, and done by Tuttle. Still not far enough out to make some changes. Tucker thought he might have a run there, but it's given back to the Bobcats, and now they drifted into the netting, and now they can get some fresh skates out there for both squads. 4:23 to go. You could tell that they were exhausted, Biggby, and needed a change, and they tried a couple of opportunities to get it out just outside the blue line, which they did, but the Bobcats kept the pressure, brought it right back in. kind of a tipping point of a component when they're that exhausted. They're going to get some quality shots, the offensive team with the fresher legs. Now, on the breakout, just beyond the blue line and across center ice. Unable to maintain possession. It's back here to Biggby. And Huey sends it across to O'Mell. O'Mell with the backhand to the corner. Back behind now. They try to clutch and grab and try to wedge that up and take some time off the clock. We are under 4 minutes to go. 3 minutes, 40 seconds. In this third period, a 2-goal lead for Biggby Coffee. At least out of Lansing, Michigan. Spent numerous times in Muskegon, Saginaw, Flint, Kalamazoo. Some days with the IHL. Great spots. And also Lansing. Moving in now, errant pass, drop pass, put it right on the stick of the defender. I think Nichols thought, as would I, that one of his forwards was coming in behind that. But in fact, Potter was there to pick up that pass. 2 minutes, 50 seconds. They'll wheel it in and take it to the corner. Loose puck flows there. McCutcheon battles that half wall. Moving it up and lofting it high in the air, and the bouncing puck bounces over the stick of McGonigal, and they'll call using a high stick for that puck. So we'll get a face-off, whistle stoppage with 2 minutes, 39 seconds. Down by 2 goals. Here in the third period, we'll see if Arizona has any interest in pulling that goalie. Quickly try to convert and cut that deficit in half. Biggby has had the lead the whole game, 1-0, 2-0, then 2-1, then 3-2, and back up to 4-2 on the latest goal, the second goal of the game. That was tallied by Chase Potter. The last goal was by Parker Bendel, the assist to Chase Potter, so a good morning for Potter, 2 goals and an assist. Conley solid between the pipes as well. Brister here tried to go 5-hole. Initial save is made. Moving it back up and through the neutral zone, right on goal. Outlet pass kicks it up to the forward, and that allows Biggby to put a little pressure on, now take over possession. O'Mell has it there. He sends it down deep as we are south of 2 minutes. Penalty going to be whistled. It looks like a trip. Tucker will get that penalty for Biggby. So face-off is down at the other end. You wonder if you want to go with an extra attacker here. They're down by 2 goals. A good time for them to discuss it for Arizona and the Bobcats and their strategy. With 1:47 to go, it's a 4-2 lead for Biggby. They're in the dark blue, and they have a 2-goal lead. Arizona comes out, and they will be on the power play.
Penalty is on number 86, Will Tucker. He goes a 2-minute minor for tripping. That's Tucker, 2 minutes trip.
For the Biggby Coffee squad, a source informed me, too, that one of the players for Biggby Coffee, his father was just named the head coach for Michigan State. That's quite an achievement. Trevor Nightingale's father. Recently named head coach for Michigan State Spartans, and that is some good hockey. Michigan State, Michigan. I see them often when they come through here to play Minnesota, St. Cloud State, Duluth, and some of the other D1 squads. So a good hub for hockey, and Biggby located in Lansing, Michigan. Biggby Coffee, hockey that is. So down to the last minute and 47 seconds. Connolly comes over to talk to the officials. He's the goalie of record here. He came in for a period yesterday in a loss to the Minnesota Blue Ox for Biggby. But now he stands to get the win. They will take a look here as the Bobcats will pull the goalie. They're down by 2. They are on the power play. So Joseph Topolrich heads to the bench. Extra attacker on for the Bobcats. 1 minute, 47 seconds. The power play here. Gibbs has it off the face-off. Bobcats just inside. Looks like they're going kind of to an umbrella formation here on the power point at the tip. Now back, down low, trying to connect. This is lofted high, and an open net is there for Biggby when the time is right. 2-goal deficit for Arizona. They're on the power play in a big blast, trying to get that rebound off the board there, and now the puck is ushered to neutral ice just beyond the blue line. Bobcats recapture and bring it in. Dropping the half wall now, just eludes the stick of NAPHL, and by the time they bring it in, we'll be under a minute to go in this third period.
1 minute remaining in the third period. 1 minute.
NAPHL to the corner. 50 seconds to go. Deflects back behind. Now to the far corner. Bobcats trying to engineer and manufacture a score here. On the doorstep. Coming back door, and they score. It's NAPHL on a backdoor feed. Tough feed as Connolly had his jersey to the back of NAPHL, but that fast pass, I believe, from Nichols with surgical precision on that pass, and they tip it in the back door. So goalie will probably come back out, I believe. They score the power play goal. 44 seconds left. Now they cut that deficit again to 1. It's the third time today they've been able to cut the deficit in half, and Topolrich is back out there again. If they can get it deep to Bobcats, he'll be out and on the bench for the extra attacker. They move it in. He's quickly coming. Shot. Goal! They tied it up. 2 goals in 10 seconds. And we are tied at 4-4. 34 seconds left. And what a game to start the morning. Topolrich goes back out to the goal, as you would expect.
Scoring your Bobcats. First goal, number 27, Mason NAPHL, unassisted. It's NAPHL, unassisted.
NAPHL, they give a goal unassisted to NAPHL, but it was a pass that was the feed nonetheless. NAPHL the goal to bring it within 1. We're down to 12 seconds left. This appears to be heading to a 3-on-3. I think they're going to go with a 4-minute overtime. As the Bobcats come in, Connolly looked like he was going to come out and get at it, and we are now at overtime. Tied 4-4, coming back from a series of 2-goal deficits. Arizona battles back, ties it with 34 seconds remaining. And they'll go to a 3-on-3 for the next 4 minutes as part of that overtime.
Scoring the Bobcats' second goal, number 12, Zane Marat. He gets assist on the goal from number 49, Ryan Nichols, and number 27, Mason NAPHL. That's Marat from Nichols and NAPHL.
NAPHL picks up an assist on a game-tying goal. And number 12 is given credit for the overtime goal for Arizona, or the last goal rather, to send it to overtime. Zane Moran. So a resilient Arizona squad produces 3 goals in the third period. 2 in the last 44 seconds to tie this up. This is all about possession and moving the puck when it comes to the 3-on-3s. Goalies remain the same. JT, Joseph Toporowicz in goal for the Bobcats. And Luke Connolly. Three-on-three for the next 4 minutes. Sudden death. Next goal wins. Piran takes it behind his goal and, oh my, passed it to no one, and you don't want to give up that puck on the 3-on-3, especially in your own end. Has to work those boards to try to get it back, and Arizona now trying to get it. They have it. They sent it out to the point on the 3-on-3. A wrister here misses the net. They quickly try to scramble for the rebound, but getting there first is Connolly to cover and freeze the puck. Face-off, Okase, in the Biggby end. It's all about movement, motion, spacing. You don't want to be chasing in overtime on the 3-on-3. You want to be in possession of that puck. So this face-off is critical. Bobcats win it. And they try to center right away out in front, and that's going to allow Biggby to get possession. Now they get the spacing they need. Pass just a bit ahead. Cole's going to have to get back onside. They drop it and drift it back, giving it up, and Kim comes back now for Arizona. We're 1 minute into the 3-on-3 overtime. Both teams tied at 4 apiece. It's a good morning wake-up game for you. Starting at 7:15 Central Time. Now surrendering the puck back to Kim. Biggby has it. Cole working it down deep. Tries to cut in front. Cole pulls the trigger, scores! Top shelf. Put it with the peanut butter. Just under the crossbar. And Cole snipes one just under the crossbar for the walk-off, skate-off winner for Biggby. And they take home a 5-4 win in overtime this morning. Again, it's Biggby Coffee, a 5-4 overtime win. And the goal by Noah Cole for the skate-off game winner. 5-4 over the Arizona Bobcats, who came back from 3 2-goal deficits, tied the game with 34 seconds left, and sent it to overtime. Great activity, great action coming your way, 15U on this NAPHL 2022 showcase. And congrats to Biggby. Biggby Coffee winners this morning, 5-4 over the Arizona Bobcats.